I like it when you guys come through to see me. There we go. Hold on. I'm trying to fix shit as I get my day. Like, I've been up for a bit and I've been working, but I'm still getting my shit together. You know what I mean? Like, I got up for a bit. I worked for a bit this morning. I tattooed some. And then, I have classes this afternoon. So I'm like, all right, let's get our face together. Let's see what we can do. I know I'm not moving you. I'm just hoping maybe you'll share some of the area with me. Yeah, I just want you to share some space with me. That's it. So I said, I do the weird news in the morning. Welcome through, guys. Everybody's more than welcome up in here. I dig it when people stop by. If it's too loud, type one and I'll turn it down. I'll do like a little poll real quick. If it's too loud, let's see. All right. So what I do first thing in the morning is I love to do the weird news. Ew, my dog got an eye boogie on me. Ew. That's a pretty ew. You're gross, man. He's got an itchy ear. Welcome through, guys. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by. I was gonna say I love it when I see those hearts going. Those hearts make my heart so happy. I just love it. So I do the weird news in the morning. I'll pretty much do anything that like I come across. Like if I come across something and I find it interesting, I will let me turn my battles off. I hate the battles. God, I hate the battles so much. They drive me nuts. 90% of the people that like or do battles, they don't have anything to talk about. You're like, hey, what's up? Nothing. Oh, okay. How are you? Good. Oh, okay. So where are you from? I'm from Texas. Oh, that's cool. So what's there fun to do in Texas? Nothing. Like, I don't know. I can't get into the battles. Some people get really into them. I can't get into them. So like I said, if it's too loud, let me know. I'll gladly turn it down for y'all. So I said I do like it when people stop by to see me. I am dual streaming. Make sure you go follow me on YouTube and on TikTok. I said those are my prime ones, but I'll do like other sites here and there. And I do, like I said, I'm just happy to have people stop by to see me. Like I always come on here with the anticipation that I'm not going to get anybody through and, you know, all that stuff. So that way I'm not like, thank you, Dash Wrath. I appreciate that. I like it when people follow me, unless it's in person. If it's in person, I prefer that people not follow me. But if it's online, by all means, follow away. So I said my main ones that I do are TikTok and YouTube. Like most people, I think. I know that a lot of people do Instagram. Not, I'll do Instagrams like here and there. Not a big fan of it. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. It doesn't like suggest you. Like it'll suggest you to people that are following you, but then it won't suggest you to say like new people. So I don't know. It's odd. It's odd. Like it's definitely Twitch is kind of like the same way. Like I tried Twitch and like I need that like you know got to open me up. Like I need people to see me. Maybe they'll see me and they'll like me and they'll be like, hey, let me go in and talk to her. Like you know whatever. But those ones you have to have like a. It seems like, and I said this is just my opinion. It seems like you have to have a following first for that. So, and I really don't. Like, I'm just here to kind of like I said, hang out with people, do the weird news, get to know each other. I love live streaming. Like, I come on every single chance that I get just because I like to do it. So, I normally do it 7 days a week here and there. I'll take a couple days off. Like, I just took this weekend off so I could get caught up on work. But for the most part, I'm on here every day. Like, I love the live stream. I also really love having frizzy ends and super dry hair. Yeah. So there is, have you guys ever seen where people are like, oh, you can buy a Caribbean island, right? Like, da 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 da. They have, there's actually an island that's up for sale in the Caribbean and it costs less than the price of an American house. So if you are curious, if you love the Caribbean, there is an island. I forget specifically where it's at. I read this the other day and I thought it was interesting, so I just kind of jotted it down. But so this island, the issue with the island, right? Because you know, it can't just be that it's an island and it's for sale for less than uh, the price of a regular house. You can literally get this whole island. The problem is that this island is covered in all sorts of poisonous shit. Like it's been like an island where snakes have been breeding like crazy. Like we're not talking, when I say an island, we're not talking about like Jamaica's size. We're talking about like a little like one person house. On top of it, it's also very, very hard to get to. So you have to take like 4 different boats, which means you have to have a boat. Well, see, you can start to see why people haven't done it. Then you have to get a private plane there because it, they won't go X amount. It's all that stuff. So, but if you're curious and you're like, you know what, I have a boat already. I have all this stuff. I have a private plane. Buy the island. Why not? If you have the money to, females who are on social media just want likes, gifts, compliments, validation. Oh, okay. And they're just bored. Then why watch, Alex? I mean, I'm just saying, like, then why watch? Then why give them why give us what we want? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you ain't gotta like it. I'm gonna be here regardless. Like, you ain't gotta like it. It's fine. All right, so we are getting some blue off our neck, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, please. I love it when people stop by to see me. I said we are rocking right along. I'm gonna get some makeup on because I got a lot to do today. It's gonna be another busy one. I said I've been keeping myself pretty busy lately, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, keeping myself busy keeps me out of trouble. So, but so yeah, I mean, like I said, if you have oh, do you guys remember how they were talking about like the rapture? Like there was that, who was it? It was this dude, he was a pastor in South Africa, right? Started talking about how the rapture was going to happen and all this stuff. And he gave like a specific day, like it was like the 22nd, I think, of last month. And people were like standing on the beaches like all day with their arms up, waiting for, you know, him to come back and take his children. And people had literally given up their houses. They'd given up all their worldly possessions, right? They'd given up, but I'm like sitting there and I'm kind of like, yo, if somebody told you the rapture was coming, I get cults are a real thing, but if somebody told you that the rapture was coming and you give up all your shit and that doesn't happen, like I get cult mentality stuff, but like, I mean, like, you didn't think about like what, okay, I get it. Faith is a real thing. Faith is a real thing. Why the fuck are females in the internet acting like, am I? How am I doing that? How am I doing that, Alex? I'm currently wiping blue off my neck. Yeah, I'm just chilling, dude. I just do the weird. Yes, I am. How? Like, what am I doing specifically that means that I'm acting like that? Like I'm literally sitting here wiping blue off of me. It's not a very sexy thing. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. I love the blue hair. I just did the blue hair like a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of realized why I stopped doing the blue hair after a while, because like, yo, it gets like everywhere. I'll have it like all down my shoulders. I get up in the morning, it's all in the back of my neck. Like, I'm gonna go back to red hair soon. So okay, so, but this woman, she gave away her 6 children to CPS, right? In preparation for the rapture, right? I think that's Theta. Good morning, honey. What's going on? And I said, guys, I am dual streaming, so welcome through. If you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. I do the weird news in the morning. Good morning, Theta. How are you, gorgeous? I love it when people stop by to see me. Hello, honey. How are you? Theta, you are wonderful. If I don't see you again today, I hope like you have the best day ever, because you know what? Theta's very awesome, guys. She definitely deserves to have a good day, and I definitely deserve to not have blue on my neck. Yeah, it happens. But so she gave up her 6 kids before the rapture. Like, do we really think that she should get them back because the rapture didn't happen? No. If it was that easy, like if you had a belief that the rapture was going to happen, oh, I'm good. I'm hanging in there, baby. It's another lovely day on the internet. You know what I mean? Going to a concert tonight? What concert are you going to? Oh, I'm good. I'm hanging in there. Like I said, I like it when people stop by to see me, guys. I'm very happy to have you guys come through and hang out with me. But so if she gave, like, okay, so let's put yourself in her position, right? If you were a true believer and you honestly, his name is Cooper Allen. What does he do? Country? Sounds like a country name. But if you really believe that the rapture was happening and like all this stuff and blah, 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 and all this, like, wouldn't you want your kids to be with you when the rapture happens? Like, why would you give up all 6 kids? Like, you want your kids to, if the rapture happens, they're like, oh yeah, I was in a foster home beforehand. Like, does that make any, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand why, like, this woman would have done this. I said, I keep everything in perspective where, like, I read it on the internet, so it's probably not true. But that doesn't mean I won't repeat it. So if I give out any false narratives, I apologize, guys. But so, yeah. Okay, so I thought this was kind of interesting. Yeah, Country Some Popish. I want to go see Morgan Wallen, man. I love me some Morgan Wallen. I do. I love him. I don't know why. I just love him. I think he's such a good guy. Yeah, that would be one country, like, concert I would definitely go to. Like, straight up. Like, not even, I said I like country music. I don't like all of it, but I definitely, it's very big in my area. It's very big in my area. So, guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me 100%. There is a tattoo artist, right? And I said I wrote this one down because I thought it was Not really a fan. Oh my God. They had, I was going to say, he had one, right? They had like his new album that just came out. Originally, albums are just 12 songs, right? That's typically how it goes with any album. This motherfucker went in the studio and performed 38, put together 38 songs for this album. And I was like, damn, like that means like he was in the studio, like just to get ready for a new album. So I give him credit, yeah, and he plays like different instruments, like all this stuff. So I said, I really like him. I don't even like mullets, but like I don't mind his. We'll put that out there. I don't mind his. Like I have a little thing for Morgan Wallen. But yeah, so the new album it's either 34 or 38 songs on it, which is like crazy. Like it's crazy. That's why his music's so popular right now, because they put it out and it was like this whole release of 38 brand new songs that, and they're all like ridiculously good. Like rather than, they ought to have Morgan Wallen doing the Super Bowl next year rather than what was his name? Fuck, I don't even know what he sings. Like Bad Bunny. What does he even sing? I could not name one song. Like I normally will at least hear about somebody. Like you know what I mean? Like who the fuck is Bad Bunny and why is he at the Super Bowl and how did he, like whose knees did he get on for? Yeah, I have no clue what he does. Like, I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know. And then people are talking about trying to have him deported because he's Puerto Rican. So because he was asked to do the Super Bowl, people are, it's like this whole thing. But so I said, I wrote this one down because I thought this one was pretty interesting. There is a tattoo artist out there that's doing pay what you can tattoos. I think this is a cool concept. He said that people, they deserve to have art regardless of what their income levels are. Okay. I get that. I do. I get it. I get it. Like I, you know what I mean? Like I get it, but like how many people, like honestly, like if you owned a business, how many people, if you do that service on them, how many people do you think will actually come back and pay? Like ain't nobody gonna come back. Like there's people, like there's nail salon people, there's hairdressers, where if you're like, oh yeah, I left my wallet in the car, I'll go get it and come back in after the service is performed, they'll walk out there with you. Like 100%, they'll walk out there with you because I'm sure that they've had a lot of, oh yeah, hold on, it's in my car. All right, and then they hear like screeching tires, you know? So I'm like, I thought that was an interesting one. Rather than people do stuff like that where they peel out at the end, he's doing pay when you can. So if you get a tattoo and it's like 2 years, to me, like I said, tattooing is not very expensive for somebody to do, but what you're doing is paying for somebody's talent. So you have to pay something towards it. It's not like it's just free. Tattooing really isn't that expensive. The cartridges are pretty much the biggest thing, but then you got to wrap it. Then how can you do that? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen people do it at the nail salon before. I was at the nail salon one day getting my nails done, and they locked the doors because there was somebody getting ready. They were like, I'm not fucking paying for this. And they were like, yeah, you are. And they literally locked the door. And I'm like in there, like getting my nails done. And there's this woman trying to leave. And she's like, unlock the door. Unlock the door. I am not paying for this. Think about how many times, like I said, I'm the type of person where if I did a bad job, right? Like if say I was a nail tech, right? And somebody liked it and somebody liked it and somebody liked it right up until the end, right? Like right up until the end. And then they were like, oh, yeah, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Like I see these videos a lot where people are, there's not really much you can do as like a nail tech. You can't clip the nails off because that's considered assault, even though I see people doing the videos from it. I think that those are a lot of staged. But you can't really stop people. So then you've just wasted your time. That's somebody that could have, like you could have been with a different client during that point in time. So I very much see why people get mad. Like, but so I think it's an interesting concept, pay as you go for a tattoo. So if you get like another $20 in like a few months, you can pay again. I just don't feel like it's going to work out well for him. I feel like a lot of people are going to take advantage of this situation. I think that he's thinking, okay, and I do believe that there's a minimum with it where you have to pay at least like $20. So you're pretty much paying for the setup, right? But then you're getting all the art. So what's to make somebody come back? And then I just have questions. Like, would you rebook somebody? Like if they hadn't like given you anything towards your last one besides the initial $20, like would you rebook somebody? Like if they're like, well, I want to do another pay-as-you-go tattoo. Like, what? This isn't like financing. Like tattoos, they should be paid up front. But I said, I've thought about being a tattoo artist before, but here's the thing with me is it would, oh, thank you, Theta, honey. I appreciate you. It would actually upset me real bad if like somebody came in and then at the last, like people will try to get out of paying for stuff. They will, it's 100% they'll complain so that way they get a discount, like 100%. I've seen people do it before. Like it absolutely does happen. But as somebody that would have put all my time into the art, in my head, like I'm not thinking, oh, thank you, Theta, honey. I appreciate you. But I'm not thinking like, okay, maybe this person really likes it and is just trying to get a discount. I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad that this person had something on them that I did that they didn't like. I would feel so bad. So I said, there's been a lot of stuff. Like there was a tattoo artist. This was like a few months ago, right? Did a tattoo on a lady, and the lady, like she had said at the end, like, hey, this doesn't like look right. You know what I mean? Like this isn't. And then the tattoo artist went online and was like, oh, she was so mad, da, 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 da. And like I remember seeing this video, right? And the tattoo artist is literally sobbing in the video, like sobbing. She's like, and she was so mean to me. And the lady went and did like a response video to this, and she was like, yeah, I wasn't even mad. I just told her she spelled it wrong. Like, she's like, I understand, and she had me check it. I should have that. Like, the lady was like really, really calm about it. So the tattoo artist, what she was trying to do was drum up, some drama, some business, some whatever. You know what I mean? But so the woman was like, yeah, but I mean, she spelled it wrong. I didn't even react like that. She told me she would fix it. I told her, okay, I'll be back, whatever date they had booked. She was like, but now I really don't want to book with her. She's like, I understand mistakes happen. She's like, she tried to make me out online to be like this horrible person that freaked out in her shop, and that's not what happened. Like the lady was like lost. She was like, I did say, but she was like, she showed it to me first. And she said, I seen it, but it was like on the back of her arm and it was like a word. And she was like, I just assumed that she was spelling it right. She probably assumed that she was spelling it right. She said, but I admit, like, I 100% like approved it. Like I said, okay. She's like, but I wasn't thinking, she's like, I'm looking in a mirror. I wasn't thinking, is it spelled right? Here, the tattoo was spelled wrong. And that's why there was anything to begin with. But like I said, with that, like the tattoo artist, I would take everything like that. Like, I 100%, I'd be like, oh my God, they didn't like it. Like, and then you're feeling bad about your work. So I said, I think the whole pay as you go is an interesting concept. Do I think it's a good business decision? No. Never. I do not think that it is a good business decision whatsoever. I think that he's going to end up, like I said, it's interesting. It's an interesting idea. Like I said, he's charging just enough. Like it's pay as you go, but it's like $20. Right, just to get like, because that's about what the setup is about $20, right? So you're getting all this work and you're not paying for it. So if you're not paying for it, like what, I don't know. I think he's relying on people to be too good-hearted. Like I can see where maybe it would drum up more, business for you, because then people are like, oh, where'd you get your tattoo? Oh, I got my tattoo. Da 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 da. Da. Oh yeah, they do like this pay-as-you-go thing. But then you have a whole bunch of people that are not looking for an actual tattoo artist. They're looking to pay $20 and then get like this whole big piece. And so when you get a tattoo, you're mostly paying for the tattoo artist's like skill level. You're paying for their time for them to put this on you. You know what I mean? Like it's just very, it's like I said, it's an interesting concept. I do weird news first thing in the morning, guys. I love it when you guys stop by to see me. I said I'm on here a little late today. That's okay. That's fine. Like I said, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are definitely my slowest days. It's been interesting, Theta. Like I said, lately they have been absolutely blocking me. They will not, like, I keep telling people, like, tap the screen, like the live, and I'll see, like, I'll get, like, X amount of people, and they're all tapping the screen, and it still just won't, like, it's the weirdest thing. They will show me to people that are already on my friends list, but they will not push me to the FYP to get new people in, and it's, like, making me insane. I'm like, fuck. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? And so, okay, so let's see, next, oh yeah, I was gonna say Universal and Halloween Horror Nights at Hershey have started, and I did make a video about this the other day. These boys, I say boys, these men are probably in their early 20s, right? And I've been watching the videos from like I have a friend that just went down to Universal the other day. I went down to Florida for a playlist, right? And I ended up the guy that he was just a friend that I'd met off never get more than like 3 people. I was gonna say I get like it fluctuates. It fluctuates, but it's just been weird lately. Like I don't know. It's been really, really weird. And I said, but that's the thing is it's not putting me out to new people. So it was, and then it kind of stopped. So I don't know if it's just because of like the change to like US. Like I said, there's been a lot of people that have been going to YouTube just because I mean, it's YouTube is the type of place where if you get people in and they're all tapping the screen, you'll see that number, that visitor number, like go up. Like people are in, sending hearts, like interacting. You'll see it. TikTok, it doesn't really do that anymore. Like I said, it's been very odd. It's been very, very odd. So I don't know, but I'm like just rocking along with it, rocking along with it. But that's what got me kind of dual streaming, as I was like, okay, at least like, and YouTube is very hit or miss. It's either super busy or it's super crazy. At least for me, there's no in between. Like there's if you get like 3 or 4 people and they're all in there and they're tapping, you'll see your number watching go up to like 20. And then do you get them all tapping and then they'll go up to yeah, that's what I said. I started doing it faded like a few months ago because like people they were talking about like all this stuff with TikTok and the shutdown and then are they gonna still like all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I said I started doing it. I have another phone, so I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll just put it on. Like, while I do it, like, but it's very hit or miss. Like I said, I either get those days where it's like one person watching, or you get those days where it's like you'll see if you go up to 20 and then all them tap, you'll see it go up to like 50. Like you get all like not all 50, but you get a lot of the 50 tapping and like in the live, and then you'll see it go up to 100, and then it's like you can see that it's working. So that's one thing I can say about it is it seems like it's working. But yeah, because I said it's just been weird. This is a rough time of year anyway for live streamers, just because so many people go out and do stuff like it's Halloween. So, but yeah, so I said I did make a video about this one. They have these new things that are called sliders, right? And they're these guys that are scare actors, and they will slide like that's they wear the rollers on their chest, they wear the rollers for on their knees, they roll the rollers on their hands, like all this stuff. And it's the rollers that they give motorcyclists, so that way like if they get into an accident, they can they'll slide. They won't not slide, they'll slide. You know what I mean? So now people are starting to take it. I have a feeling it's probably like the new generation of skateboarding. When I was younger, I like stream at my markets or dual stream. I was gonna say market streams are fun, man. I love streaming. Like I love being able to take you guys along with me and do stuff. I haven't done like when I've practiced pool, I've done it, but I haven't done any of like my tournaments or like anything like that, just because I'm like, I don't want to weird people out. Like, I don't know. I was talking to the people that own the amateur league in my area. Hi, Miguel. You look beautiful. Awesome. It's just going to go up from here, honey. Guys, tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. But so if you haven't seen the sliders yet, they're doing like these shows. It's on Halloween, is it? Oh, that's awesome. I love the markets this time of year. I do. I absolutely love it. I told you if I'm going to do one, I have to go outside of my state. Like, I'm trying to get a team together, Theta, that can go out for me and work the markets for me and sell my stuff. Because it's like, I don't know, I'm just getting older. I just don't have the energy to kind of like I can go out and do it, but like I'm like useless for like 2 days afterwards. You know what I mean? Like they're normally like really long days. They're I'm like, oh, and then I'm tired by the time I get done. I'm tired. So it's like the tent, like getting the tables out. Like it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. You know what I mean? Like it wears me out pretty good. But I would like to pay other people. Like I could get teams in every state, like going out and selling stuff, and then just have like a mobile store type thing, like aviation museum. Yeah, this one monthly. Oh, that's awesome. See, that sounds like it'll be lots of fun. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like, and people love to people watch. Like, so if you put it up and you're just showing the people walking by, that's normally what I do with mine. Like, I'll just show the people walking by, coming up, looking at shit. Like, people don't even necessarily realize there's a phone up there, streaming and all that stuff. And people just love to people watch. People will watch crowds more than anything else. Hey, what's going on, Georgia? How are you guys? Welcome through. So yeah, I was talking earlier about the whole Bad Bunny Super Bowl thing. Alexa, play music by Bad Bunny. I normally worry about doing it like directly on holidays because I know a lot of people like go out trick-or-treating. So it's like, all right, let's say. Alexa, next. Why is I'm just curious as to why this is who they chose for this. Like normally, trick or treating. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. See, that's fun. Like I said, I love doing that. We do a haunted house out front of my house every year, but like I love doing like October's. Like I love doing the markets. Like it's so much fun because I. So why is this who they picked for the Super Bowl? Normally, the person that they pick for the Super Bowl has had a number one hit within the year, like, or at least a number one hit. Has he had a number? I've never heard of this person before. Yeah, I've never heard his music before ever. Maybe he's real popular and I just don't know about it. I mean, I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar like that much, but like when they announced it, I was like, oh okay, like I knew who he was. Alexa, next. I'm gonna find something that sounds familiar. If you guys recognize something, tell me. Like if you recognize a song. Alexa, next. Maybe he's got like a huge fan base. Like I don't know. I had actually heard that people that play the Super Bowl they pay to do it. I mean, I've heard this one, but he didn't write this one. Okay, so he's got a song with Cardi B. Is this like the number one maybe? So I'm starting to put two and two together. Perhaps. Perhaps. I know this one. I mean, I can recognize Cardi B. I don't know that. She's a mess, man. I actually like Cardi B. I think she's real funny. Is her music great? No. But I think personally she's pretty funny. Okay, I've heard this one, but I didn't think this song did that good. Like I said, they normally have. But if somebody, from what I hear, they have to pay X amount to do it. So, I mean, if it was just the highest bid and that's how they took it, like, I don't know. Nah, I don't know. Alexa, play Bring Me the Horizon Radio on Pandora. All right. So then there's another streamer. I said I'll do like streamer news. Make sure to tap the screen, guys. Like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. I would love to have one day Theta like a wall of phones just all running different ones. There's actually this site. It's like an app and it's called Streamlabs, right? Where you can go on and you can list like anybody's stream that you see is like super busy is probably using Streamlabs, or like what you do is you go in and you connect all your accounts, right? So you connect your Facebook, you connect your Instagram, you connect your Kick account, your Scout, your TikTok, your YouTube, like everything, and it puts it all into one chat. So, but the thing is, oh, thank you, Theta, honey. I appreciate you. Hey, good morning. What's going on, Jack? How are you? Cass, how are you, baby? But so, you put it all in there, right? Like you put all these like different accounts in there, and then when you go live, I flip and love you too. How are you, Cass? You hanging in there? But so, then you go live, and all your chats show up on each other's chats. Like it's this whole, oh, thank you, Theta. I appreciate you, baby. I do. I appreciate you. Oh, we hit a goal. Yeah. It is Mama Cass. I know she's a celebrity. She's a celebrity. I told y'all, I was going to say, I do Instagram here and there. Getting ready for my heart. Yeah, I hear that, woman. I hear that. Injured? Oh, no, Jack. What'd you do? I haven't seen her. Yeah, I was going to say, I love Cass, man. Cass, I would, like, called her the one day, or I was like, because they were supposed to get wiped out on the East Coast. Like, they were talking about how it was going to, like, there was going to be a tsunami and all that shit. And I'm like, yeah, I was all worried. Messed up my knee somehow? Uh-oh. At least you got another one. Just get that one removed. But yeah, and then nothing happened. Like they were talking about how Hawaii was going to be gone and all this stuff. And then they just had another one recently that it was supposed to hit the East Coast, right? I'm in Delaware. I was not running at all. There's a fault line, and I said it runs under Albania, Greece, like all them. So anytime, like if there's a tsunami that happens in say like Thailand, right? Something more over to towards the Asia side of it, then it goes that way and it hits West Coast, like the tsunami that's supposed to be happening. And then if something happens in like say more Europe, it's going to hit the East Coast, like the tsunami, like you get the aftershocks of it. And like there was like nothing. I'm like, so we're just going to keep doing this, huh? We're just going to keep talking about these tsunamis that aren't happening. Like eventually people are going to get to the point where they're like, no, and then we're going to actually have one. And people are going to be like, what? All right, let's all take a minute and tap the screen. Just living it this time. I mean, that's all you can do. That's all you can do, right? Like I said, like I have my rough times, man. I have my rough times too. All right, there we go. Oh, okay, we're doing this. And so I said, guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when you guys. And I said, Cass, you know my number. Cass is one of the few people over the years I've given like my actual phone number to. Like I'm like here. I see some people they'll just be giving out their numbers to everybody on live, and I'm like, dude, that is such a bad idea. I told if you. Oh my God, do you guys remember? I feel so bad. Mother-in-law to physical therapy. Oh, gotcha. So Kat's gonna have a busy day, right? She's like, yay. But there's a girl from Meet Me, and I said she's been getting a lot of attention on here. But the thing is, it's not who you would think it was. Like, if you guys knew her, I swear to God, like, it's not somebody that you would expect. Like, anybody that was big on Meet Me. This is like, and she is getting herself in so much trouble. Like, yeah, Theta, there you go. I said she's always been nice to me, so I don't have any reason to talk poorly on her, you know what I mean? But I'm seeing a lot of the replays because they're all over FYP. Some comments in this live were filtered. Uh-oh. For my friend's mom. Oh, good. So Cass is going to have like a super great. Well, I mean, I said it sucks, but I have a friend that called me the other day, one of the girls from the store, guys, and she told me her mom, oh, you swore? But so she was telling me about her mom and everything. I'm like, man, like it hits. Like it hits. You know what I mean? Like it definitely like hits. You know? And I'm like even with like, oh, she passed Tuesday, did she? I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. No, yeah, thank you, Jack, honey. I appreciate you. But yeah, she's been getting herself in a lot of trouble. Like a lot of trouble. Like menopause got you glowing. That and primer, yeah. I'm glowing my way through menopause. I can always tell, you can tell the women that go through menopause, or like going through menopause, because all of a sudden you'll be standing there, you're like, are you hot? I'm really hot right now. What the fuck? I'm so, are you hot? Are you hot? Like, you just look around for the women that are like, yeah, it's bad. Like, guys, it's really getting bad for her. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Like, it's really, really getting bad for her. Like I said, it's bad. And I said my son's special needs, so I try to be empathetic towards people that are special needs. I battled her like a few weeks ago, and I was like, yo, are you all right? She's like, yeah, why? I'm like, because, like, I've got people from Meet Me sending me all these videos where they're like, look at this shit. Like, it's definitely beyond out of control. It's beyond out of control. And I feel bad for her because I know how people are on the internet, and I know that they'll take it real life. Like, they don't have a problem taking this shit to real life. I'm like, she's going to end up getting herself put in jail. Like, I just, like I said, I try to not cover it too much because, like, I know it is a trending topic, but, like, I see it, but, like, she's going to get herself in trouble. Like, she's going to get herself in big time trouble. And then she's going to attract people that also like the drama. She's going to attract people that want to use her for money. She's going to attract people like the wrong people that you don't want are going to go, oh, you know, the people that they get up in people's boxes and they swear that they hate drama, but yet they're always in the middle of it. And you're like, really? For somebody that, like, she does. Like, she does. Like I said, it's like, I don't even try to watch this shit, but I said, like, I'll get it sent to me. And, like, I know one person from Meet Me. You guys might remember him. I won't say his name. But, like, he is, like, really, really against her. So he sends me shit. But then I see it posted on FYP all the time. And I'm like I said, she's always been nice to me. I don't have a reason to not like her. But, like, dude, she's like, I can't go to jail. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm like, yo, they got wheelchair ramps. They're handicap accessible. Like I said, I don't want to talk shit on her because, you know what I mean? Like, but, yo, it's getting really bad, y'all. Like, it's getting really, I'm tired of seeing it. But see, that's the thing is, even if I block her, I'm still going to see it because I said it's literally posted. Like, I follow some awareness pages and whatnot, and that her stuff, but it's like literally every day. It's like a soap opera. It's a saga. And I don't understand how people live like that. Like, I just want to chill. Like, I want to be cool. Like, I don't want to fight with people online. I don't want to have drama with people online. Like I said, you guys have seen me throughout the years. If somebody is too much drama, I'll just kind of be like, all right, do your thing. She's not. She's not. And I said, I battled her a couple weeks ago, right? And that's what I asked her. I said, you need a therapist. I was like, I am not trying to be mean to you, but you need a therapist. Like, yes, this can be therapeutic. But as far as like the person, because I said on Meet Me, she did all the same stuff. Oh, I love your face, Cass. I hope your day, I mean, I hope it doesn't end completely shitty. You know what I mean? Like, but no, she's getting herself in a lot of trouble. And I said it's literally every day. Like I don't know how people live like that. Every single day, just drama. Every single day, people fighting. Every single day, something new. Because I said she's gonna end up attracting people. When you are a certain way, you tend to like the people that are most likely to go to your live, right? The most likely for you to advertise yourself to them are people that are like you. It's typically same race, typically same age bracket, typically like it's people that they relate to. So I'm probably more likely to get moms that are in like their 40s and 50s that have tattoos and like, are like artists like that. That's the sort of shit. People look for things that they can relate to with people. So it's like people are going that like drama are going to say, well, let me insert myself in this, right, and see if drama happens because she's getting all this attention from this and she just went through. So you can't be like, I don't like drama, and then but artsy, yeah, well, you know what I mean though. Like I mean, it's those are the people that are most likely to relate to me. Like that doesn't mean everybody, but I'm just saying that those are the people that are most likely to go, hey, wait a minute, she looks interesting, let's click on her. It's traditionally like how like advertising or everything works, but I'm like, she's just going to get people around her that start shit just to see how she responds to it, or she's going to get people that get around her to see if they can get money off of her, or she's going to get people that want to insert themselves in the storyline just for attention. Like I mean, like I said, it's getting bad. Like it's getting bad. She was a lot of this stuff is the same shit that happened on me. Like a lot of this shit is the same shit. Like I said, I would go to her room here and there, and like one of the first things she would say is, "My parents abuse me. My parents abuse me. My parents abuse me." Well, I've met her. I've met her dad in person. You know what I mean? Like I never seen anything like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I said I stopped going to her live because every time I went to her live, that's all she talked about was how abusive her parents were. And I'm like, yo, you can't get out on the internet, right? And just make like if your parents, and I'm not saying, I can't say that they're not because nobody knows what happens behind closed doors, but like if you get on the internet and you talk about how abusive they are, and that's the word you're using is, oh, they're abusive, they're abusive, they're abusive. She stopped using it now. She just says that they're mean to her. You know what I mean? But like people are like, dude, you don't know what abuse is. Like you could literally end up getting taken by the state if somebody calls APS. Like because they're going to see this girl who's in a wheelchair, and they're going to say, oh my God, I got to save her. So there are things like, okay, like CPS, right? And I said, I don't want to go real life ever with people. Like, that's not my thing, you know? But like, if somebody sees somebody that is disabled and they're being exploited, and they don't report it, they can lose their jobs. Like there are things called mandated reporters. So like with kids, it's principals of schools, it's daycare workers, it's anybody that sees abuse or any kind of abuse, they have to report it. If they don't report it, then they can be held liable for it. So then you get online and you talk for days on ends about how they abuse you so badly, how they like, are you trying to get placed permanently in a home? Like, are you trying to become a ward of the state? Like, what is your goal with that? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. So I said, I really didn't hang out with her very much. That's where she's at now. Yo, what's going on? Good morning, honey. Yeah, that's where she's at now, but she's getting ready to go back home. They like redid her. Like I said, I catch up to it. Like I don't go to her live, but I will like see like the replays and shit. And I'm like, holy shit. Like I don't know. So that's what I asked her a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I battled her, and I was like, so why are you doing all this? Like, is this for like attention? Like, what is all, like, what is this? Like I said, I'm disabled, but I don't really talk about it too much. Hi Nate, what's going on? I don't, like, I'll talk about it here and there because it is part of my life, and I do try to be an advocate for disabled people. But like, I live differently. Like I said, they told me by this time I would be in a wheelchair completely. Like my bones are literally crumbling. Like I go through points where it gets worse, I have points where it gets better, but it's gonna be there forever. Like there's nothing I can do. There is no cure for it. There's nothing I can do. And I said I get the hopelessness that can come with that. If you got up and you had the flu one day, you knew in a week the flu would be gone, right? So you're just like, okay, I'll be back to normal in like a week. You know what I mean? When you are chronically ill or have experienced chronic pain, there is a feeling of hopelessness that you can't even describe it, because it's like, it's never going to go away. You might feel a little better, but I cherish every day that I'm like literally, because I said they told me when I was 19 that by the time I was 40 I was definitely going to be full-time in a wheelchair. So, but I do PT, I do, you know what I mean, like I've gone to therapy, like I've been I go to the gym, like to build up my muscles. Like I'm still able to stand. So if I want to do a class, like a dance class online, just because, you know what, I might not be able to stand next week. So you know what, I'm going to stand as much as I can today. You know what I mean? Like not hurt myself, but I'll do a workout video. If I can do a workout video, I'll do a workout video. You know what I mean? Like I try to take every day as thanks, giggles. Oh, that's awesome. I love clowns, especially spooky ones. My mom was a clown, but she was like, this is no bullshit. My mom was a Christian clown. I don't know. Like, she was. Everybody's always like, that's the thing. I'm like, yeah, I don't listen. I just went along for the ride. But yeah, she was. And Christian clowns put a red dot on their face, so that way I was like, Mom, just because you have a red dot on your face does not mean that people are going to know you're a Christian clown. She's like, that's how we identify with each other. I'm like, yeah, but no, it just looks like you messed up your makeup. Like, I wasn't supposed, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Giggles. Like, I was supposed to be in a wheelchair by now. I was supposed to be completely 100%. I've literally had 24 surgeries on my left foot and ankle, because those are the ones that seem to get impacted. I've had 2 on my right. I've done absolutely everything that I can possibly do to keep myself going. Like, I absolutely refuse to back down. I understand my body has limitations. I understand that there's certain things I'll be able to do, certain things. I just got to the point this year where I'm able to go up on my toes. Like, I know it's not a huge victory, but it was something I definitely could not do for a long time. You know what I mean? So I will do everything I can to keep pushing that off, but I'm also going to cherish the times where I'm able to stand. Nothing gets solved by sitting and having a pity party. Like, nothing gets solved by sitting and just complaining, like, about life. Like, it doesn't fix itself. It's not magically gonna fix itself. You know what I mean? These are the cards that I've been dealt in this lifetime, and I'm okay with that. And that's what I tell my daughter a lot. I'm like, dude, nobody gets through this life unscathed. Nobody. At some point, every single person is going to have to deal with health issues, regardless of what mental health is also a thing too. So there's nobody that doesn't have something, you know? So I said, like I said, I have a small business, so I keep myself busy and I can make X amount per month, but it's like, I want to work. Like I said, I had to learn how to kind of tailor myself, like, to even being able to work again. So I said, I have a small business. I do reproductions. Like, I paint a lot. I sculpt. I do everything else. But if you notice, those are all like sitting activity, like things I can sit and do. But like I said, I try to keep myself busy, because when you're just sitting and you're staring at a wall and all you're doing is thinking about how bad you feel, it's fucking depressing. It's fucking depressing. So it's like, yeah, do I think that I'm going to become, an Olympic runner? No. The thought of running, I was talking about those guys that slide, like the guys at Hershey Park for Halloween. Yo, looking at that shit, like, just watch them slide on their knees and jump over shit and land on their knees again and slide away. Like, it's like this new thing with haunt actors who do, like, the sliding shit. That, like, literally, my bones, like, scream at that when I see it. They're like, no! You go make some breakfast? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm getting off here in a little bit anyway. I gotta go work today at some point. But like I said, I do what I can to keep myself busy, and I don't want to have I'm not gonna. I normally don't even really talk about it much on live because I don't want people to be like, oh, look at that poor girl. I don't want anybody to feel bad for me. That is literally the last thing in this world that I want. Like, don't feel bad for me. If you feel bad for me, it's actually gonna piss me off. Like, don't feel bad for me. Like, I don't need. You know what I mean? It's something that, like I said, to sit online and have like, oh well, this is wrong and that's wrong and da 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 da. Da. I can understand this is therapeutic for people. It's just talking shit out. I'll talk shit out, but if it's really like deep, like I said, theirs definitely goes a lot more than that. Margarita, what are you doing, baby? Good morning, honey. But so I said, I don't ever want anybody to have a pity party for me. I don't want anybody to ever be like, oh, this poor girl, this poor girl. It's the cards that I have been dealt in this lifetime, and I'm doing my best to learn how to deal with it. So, like I said, it's different when you got the flu. You know, next week, hello, honey, what's going on? But next week, you know, when you have the flu, you're going to be better. When you are chronically ill, chronically in pain, chronically sick, you can only deal with like what you got that day. So it's like I get up some days, I feel rough. And then I get up other days and I feel fine. It just kind of depends. Like, you know what I mean? But then there's other days where I feel kind of Like, people with fibromyalgia do this thing where it's like spoons. Like they say, what is it, like 12 spoons a day? There's actually like a disability website where people with different disabilities can go and like network, and it's called Spoonie. But so it's for people to talk to other people that do I just like every day. I'm hanging in there, man. It's another lovely day, Margarita. I have not taken over the world yet today, but you know what? It's still early. I got the whole rest of my day for that. What's your plans for today, Margie? What's you doing today? But so like I said, so they'll get up and say, okay, well, how do I feel this morning? And that can change hourly. Like, Lois, good morning, honey. It can change from 6 spoons to 7 spoons to 5 spoons to 2 to, you know what I mean? Like, it's very unsteady. But like I said, any single day, people are like, oh, your dancing sucks. I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's something that I'm able to do that where I stand on my feet for a little bit. Don't get me wrong, after I get done my workout videos, I gotta go sit and work for a little bit. Like I said, I will sit and paint, work on my website, like whatever I need to do to get myself, okay, now I'm ready for, you know, the next part of the day. Like, but that's all you can do. When you're chronically ill, chronically sick, sitting around and feeling bad for yourself does not, like, a degenerate, oh, do you? Yeah, oh, yeah, and it gave me a fierce drive. I was gonna say, giggles, that's kind of what I have. I have it's a genetic disorder. It's called TRPS. It, one of the things that affects is bones. So it affects my joints definitely, but like a lot of the just regular bones, they're essentially crumbling. As I get older, it'll get worse, like everything. So I'm 45 now. Like I said, I found out about it when I was 19. And I've had 24 surgeries on my left foot. I've had 2 on my right. I then ended up that it's like I gotta laugh because how can you not laugh at this shit? Like, oh, you know. So I've had lengthening procedures, which are absolutely horrible. I've had and then like the surgeries themselves can cause other issues. Like I grow neuromas, which are like little benign tumors. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it'll feel like I'm walking on a marble. So then they got to go in and take that out. And then I think I've had 9 tumors removed at this point. It's either 8 or 9 at this point. But, like, I don't want people to feel bad for me. Like, don't feel bad for me. That's fucking stupid. Like, that will really piss me off if people are like, oh, I feel bad for you. Don't feel bad for me. Everybody has something. Everybody has something. But getting these things are what's supposed to make you a stronger person. Like, they're supposed to, you know. So I said, like, that's what I mean. Anybody that wants to fight with me on live, like, they can't say anything to me that is going to faze me. Sorry you don't like me. I got other shit to worry about. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, my friends that are my friends, like, I would be upset. If Margarita was mad at me, I would be upset. I'd be like, but, like, people act like just because, like, they come through your life that you're to report to them. And it's like, what? Like I said, there's a lot of days where people get mad at me and be like, I haven't heard from you in a few days. And I'm like, well, listen, like, I'm just, like, I'm not one to reach, I don't know, it's just not my thing. I've had so many people come and go through my live streams over the years that if somebody isn't around, I don't necessarily reach out to them because I just figure they're busy. Like, I just figured that, but I said I've had, like, a revolving door of people, like, where they'll come around for a bit, and then I don't see them, but then they find me again, but then they, you know, they get busy. Like, and I don't hold it against anybody, but I'm also not going to, I don't want to be one of those people, like there are people that will, it's called chasing gifters, and it's gross to me, where people will go back to their people that they don't even necessarily consider friends, they were gifters, and they'll hit them up and just be like, hey, how you doing? Just to get them to come back around again. And I don't want to do that. Leg press. Oh, hi, Vincent. What's happening? Did a leg press? Did you really? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why I said I go to the gym. I try to do my leg presses. I've been working those muscles out because I like. They can tell you my legs are skinny as fuck, but it's because for a good portion of my life I didn't really use them, so I really didn't build up any. I can never be mad at you either. But that's what I'm saying. Like Vin, how are you, baby? I like hello, small peepee. How are ya? But as I said, I do have two streams up, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen for me, like the live. But like, I've been through a lot, and I'm gonna go through more in my lifetime. There, like I said, there's nobody that gets through this lifetime completely unscathed. I'm happy that it's not more progressive. I've now met other people. It's a very rare condition. I've met literally a couple other people just through TikTok that have it, right? Like we have a support group on like Facebook or whatever, and they tend to have the same issues that I do. So I said, I didn't even know that I had it. I knew something wasn't right for like all these years. And then I said, I found out I had epilepsy. So they sent me for genetic testing because my dad was epileptic. My son ended up with it too. I ended up, like I said, I went and I got genetic testing, and they came back and they were like, listen, we got to have a talk with you. And I was like, what? I'm a gym. Yeah, I was going to say that is very, very impressive, Giggles. That is very, very impressive. Like, seriously. And I said, I don't know that I will ever get to that point where, like, I'm able to do, like, some people, they're on their feet all day long. Like I said, I'll go out and I'll do different markets where I go out and I sell stuff from my website, which, by the way, is back there. If you guys want to go check it out, it's edgeoftheeasel.com. I have a lot of stuff up on there, and I've been updating it a lot. But I'm actually working on now trying to get different teams of people. Can I see your nails, Joy? See? They're cute. They're cute. I like them. I would say they're my Halloween nails, but they're not really. This one, I don't know how I'm going to make out with Pool this week with this one. I don't know how, we'll see. We'll see. But so that's like stuff, even like, there's a guy, right, on my pool league, right? He does 8-ball, I do 9-ball, and he's got cerebral palsy. So he went out and he got a glove made, right? He's in a full wheelchair, like an automated wheelchair. He got a glove made where he can hook it onto his arm and hold it like down. Like I said, even with epilepsy, I get hand tremors real bad. Like my tremors will get so bad, I can feel like my whole body like shake it, and it's like, it just drives me nuts. I would rather have tremors than have fucking seizures. So if that's a side of it, I'll take it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just annoying. But it's something that I know that's there, so I just have to kind of tailor my life to it. But it's not something I'm ever going to let stop me. Like, just straight up. It's not, and that's like, normally when people go through stuff, the last thing, so I said, what got me talking about this was one of the girls from Meet Me. I said, she very much is on her, like, she's disabled, but she's very much like, well, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. Okay, then you know what? Tailor your life. Tailor your life to something else. Like I said, I know for a fact I'm not going to be a gymnast. I know I'm not going to be one of these sliders that you see at Hershey Park, but I'm also 45 years old. Like, but that does not mean that you should let it hold. Is Holly saw? I don't know. She might be on Meet Me. A lot of people from Meet Me ended up coming over here. I literally haven't been on Meet Me. I told you, I was pissed. The only reason I kept my Scout account open was so I could go on and watch like videos for diamonds and then send people like a wheel here and there. And I went in and they took like 20,000 out of my account, and that was all from videos that I'd watched. And like, I was like, so I went on Meet Me one day because I think I was talking to Theta, right? And she was like, oh, it's really bad over there. So I just got curious, right? So I opened one live stream. I opened my TikTok one day and I opened Scout and just put Scout up somewhere, right? And I literally got 10 people in an hour margarita. Like, it was open, but there wasn't much activity happening there. And like I said, this time of year is normally pretty slow for like live streams because there's a lot of like Halloween stuff, and I get that, you know, whatever. I get that. Sometimes they're gonna be slow, sometimes they're gonna be busy. It's just how it is. But this was like maybe like a month ago. But I haven't went back. Yeah, I love Tats. I keep telling her, I'm like, dude, you should come over here. Like, oh my God, she would get a lot of attention on here. Like, and the fact that she streams as much as she does, like, oh my God, she would do so well over here. And she's like gorgeous. Like, I love Tats, but I'll tell you this much. I know behind closed doors, she's got to be like, because like, she's way too hot to be single. I'm not talking shit. I'm saying like, she's got to, like, somebody would scoop that up in a heartbeat. So I'm like, wonder how many times she'll blow somebody's phone up. Like, I'm like, how? Like, she's so gorgeous. You look at her and you're like, how? How is that possible? Are you just lying to get gifted more by single men? Like, what? Like, how is that possible? But so I said I've known Tats for years, and I just absolutely love her. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, please. If you're new, you're more than welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, there's a lot of people in this world that would scoop that shit up. Like, either like her parents or like, I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe she like can get behind closed doors, and she's like, ah, like, Lord only knows. But how has nobody not yet? Because she definitely gets a lot of like interest from people too. Like, people are like, ooh. I think most men probably assume that she's out of their league, so they don't even try. Like, that would be my guess. Like, you know what I mean? That would be my guess. Hi, Rob. What's going on? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, please. So, okay, we're going back to weird news today. I said that was just something. I hate talking about the whole face situation because I said it's bad. It's bad for her on here. Like, it's bad. And the sad part is it's going to get worse. She's going to end up being removed from her parents' house. But so I said like, I don't know. I just, like I said, I do on one hand feel bad for her, but then I understand that on the other hand, like, I'm only feeling bad. Like, if she wasn't disabled, people would be coming so much harder for her, and that's just facts. Like, if she wasn't, nobody wants to be seen as a person but like, she's causing a lot of these problems. And I'm like, really, like, people are pissed. Like, people are pissed. And I'm like, I wouldn't want this many people mad at me on the internet. I'll tell you that much. Like, I don't know that I've ever pissed off. Like, even if you took everybody that pissed off. I had somebody pissed off at me the other day. They messaged me. They were like, I don't want you to follow me because you're just a titty streamer who doesn't care about men's mental health. And I was like, what? The fuck? Like, people are always going to be mad. People will always find a reason to be mad. Like, and it'll be like, shit, I don't even know I did. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Huh? What? Yeah. Oh, like 90% of the time I'm making a joke and somebody takes it wrong. Like, it's not really, yeah, I talk shit. Like, it happens. But, I don't know. And I don't really get mad at people very much. Like, I just kind of, but so I am very, very concerned for her because something's going to end up happening. Like, people are mad, like mad at her. And it's just going to get worse. Like, if I were her, I would, like, this is just me, I would rebrand. I would take, like, a month off. Maybe go to some therapy. Like, get involved in therapy. She says she doesn't believe in therapy, but you know what? Like, sometimes it's necessary. And I would, like, just come back with, like, a totally different name, totally different, like, outlook. Like, I don't know. I don't think that people are going to stop for her. And that's sad. You know what I mean? Because I said she's always been nice to me. I have no reason to not like her. You know what I mean? I've tried to go in there a couple times, say hi to her, and every time I go in and say hi, I get muted. So I'm like, all right. So I battled her a couple weeks ago, and I was like, so why are you doing all this? Like, why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like, I have a face-to-face conversation with her. Like, why are you doing all this? Why are you stirring up this much shit? And she admitted to me that it was for attention. And that kind of made me feel bad because it's like, you have to do all this to get attention. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's sad. Like, you know, or people will feel like they have to gift. If they don't gift, then people aren't going to stay around. And it's like, I don't ever want people to feel like that with me. That is, I will be here regardless. Like I said, I'm not good at reaching out to people. Like, I know this. But it's normally me just assuming that people get busy. Like, that's just it. I understand people have lives and families and friends and, real lives off the internet. It always cracks me up when somebody's like, oh, I'm sorry I haven't been through. I'm like, well, you ain't gotta be sorry, dude. Like, it's life. It's real life. It's life. Like, I don't always get time to go around to people's streams. Like, I try, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm like, no, but it's the fact that there's people out there that people do have to apologize to for not coming around enough. Like, or they'll be like, I haven't seen you lately. Okay, people get busy. Like what? Like, what are you doing in February? Oh, I don't know. That's a long way off. Hopefully, being amazing. Probably live streaming through some of it too. Why? What's in February? Okay, so back to the weird news. So I said I try to not talk about her too much, but like I said, I also have a disability, so it kind of does hit a little bit close to home. You want to go to the East Coast? I was gonna say, come on, we'll go to Philly. They got great shows in Philly. It'll be fun. We won't buy any substances. I keep seeing this one show up in Philly and I want to go so bad. Like, it's like an aerial show, drag show. Like, yeah, I said that's where I ended up meeting Diamond at. Like, she came over and she was up in Philly. So they have a lot of stuff to do up there. You can meet Joe too. Yeah, Diamond got to meet Joe in person. Mike is also from Delaware. I think he's back in Delaware right now. Like, you remember Mike. Like, he actually met Joe the one day. And Joe was like, yo, he's like the tallest motherfucker that I have ever met. Like, Mike's apparently like 6'5". Like, he's apparently really, really tall. I've asked Mike a couple times, like, hey, what you doing? You want to come up? Like, we'll go out to, they have a honey bar. And like, if you are a friend of Mike's on Snapchat, it is pictures of honey, pictures of him sitting in the car smoking. Like, you'll just get all these dings, like him in the shower dancing to shit. Like, it's just it's the funniest thing. He's so random. And but I know he's been going back and forth between here and like Colorado. So, okay. And I said, guys, I also give painting classes. Oh, he's so funny, and he's one of those people where I feel like a lot of people take what he says to heart. You know what I mean? Like, but he is somebody also that has been through a lot. So I think when you've been through a lot, it toughens you up a little bit. Like, you're like there's nothing somebody would have to directly attack me for me to be offended by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody would really have to come hard, really have to hit myself. Some people are very, very soft. Mike is not one of them. And I said, I oddly enough, kind of understand how, like I said, he's been through a lot. So when you're somebody that's been through a lot, your skin's a little thicker. Like, that's just how it is. Like, that's what comes with gaining strength, is thicker skin. So it's like, you can see people, like it cracks me up because I'll see people on like TikTok that are in like their early 20s and shit, and they're like, oh my god. And then this person said this to this person, and I said this to this person, and this person went over here, and I'm like, dude, that's the best thing you got to talk about. Like, I'll recap tea or recap whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, guys, do me a favor, tap the screen, like the live. It helps me get up on the FYP if I can get there at all. It's been rough on here lately, you know what I mean? Guys, tap the screen, like the live. I said I'm still streaming. I'm also live on YouTube. I love when people step by to see me. So, and I said there's a lot of live streamers too where they're using this as, we'll say, like a new form of reality TV. Like, I want people that are actually genuine people. Like, I want to be able to go to somebody's live and know that they are the person that they say they are behind the screen. I don't say anything on here that I wouldn't say to anybody's face. I don't say anything on here that I wouldn't say in person. Like, I act the exact same way in person that I do online. There's a lot of people that can't say that. But I will 100% stay true to myself and be who I am. So there's, like, people that are, like, they'll make these storylines up. They make skits up. They make stuff up to drive people to talk about them more. And it just, I don't know. Like, it's just not a good look. Like, it's just not a good look. So there was this dude. I'm just awkward. I love awkwardness. Awkward is always welcome. But So there's this dude, right? His name's Wyatt. He's like a big live streamer on here. You might have seen him. He's got all these face tattoos, right? But so he was like, so they ended up, and I said, with it being live streaming, this stuff is gonna. There's been people that have been unalived while they were on their live stream. There have been people that have, gone. Like, he actually had a relapse on his live, right? He relapsed the one day onto whatever substance he was using, and proceeded to start to OD on live, right? And then people that were watching called the police and said, yo, this dude's on his live stream and he's, and the police got there. They managed to revive him. They saved him because of people on live. Well, then he came out afterwards and said, no, that's not what it was. I was just like, people like, they crack you up. Like, the one day, this dude, he was sitting on his live, and this is not the same person. I got up, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning one day, right? And this dude was sitting on his live, and he's like, yes, I got. And people in the comments were like, yo, like, that's what it's called. Like, when somebody gets stuck, that's what it means. Like, somebody gets stuck. Like, they'll get stuck in whatever. So then he went to go bend down, and he's like, and that's what it's referring to, is like that. And then dude was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, man, that looks kind of sus. I'm just saying, like, you get stuck. Like, you'll see the people, and they're like standing, sleeping up. They're not necessarily sleeping, standing up. They're just stuck. So I said, I see it a lot in my area, that this shit that they got now is scary. Like, the shit that they got now is fucking scary. Like, seriously, the last thing I would ever do is touch that stuff. Like, that is scary. Like, you're standing up, sleeping. Like, that shit's just scary to me. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I got enough health issues. I don't need to add anything else onto it. But so he finally admitted that it was a relapse, and that's what that was. But he sat there for 3 weeks telling people, no, that's not what it was. I was just tired. Nobody stands up and falls asleep because they're tired. Like, that's not something that physically happens to humans. But okay, then you do your thing. Okay, so let's see. I hate doing any story about the Island Boys, right? But like, I get that they're big on social media. They had where the one just broke up, like, yeah, and it's very, like I said, my area is really bad for it right now. I'll go out to like different stores and stuff, and you'll just see people standing and sleeping on the side of the road. Like, it's not as bad as it is, like, say, up in Kensington, but like the homeless population in the U.S. is the biggest it's been since the 30s. Like, it's just absolutely wild, between the price of living and then substances. Like, there's a lot of people that are living in these encampments, and it's just wild to me. Like, it's like, I just, like I said, somebody would literally have to force me to do that. I would, like, that would be the last thing I would ever do. Like, I don't want any of that shit. I don't even want it. I don't want it near me. I don't want it. Nobody's ever done it around me. Nobody's ever offered me any. I've never knowingly hung out with somebody that, yeah, it's scary as fuck. But at the same time, I think people know my stance on it, so I'm not the type of person they would offer it to, because they know I'd be like, fuck no, what, are you insane? Wait, you're doing it too? What the fuck? Like, wait, what? Like, so I feel like that's probably why people haven't. Like I said, I had a roommate, and he relapsed, I don't know, either while he was living with me or before he just moved out. I don't know when. But I said, he didn't tell me about that shit straight up. He knew better than to tell me about that shit. The last thing I would have ever done is allowed that shit in my house. Like, straight up. And I said, I'm really gullible when it comes to that stuff. You know what I mean, Batty? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when you guys stop by to see me. I said, I hope everybody has an amazing day. 100%. But, I mean, we will see stuff like that. We will see people, getting on a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing with live. It's live. So if somebody gets into a fight, if somebody gets the police at their house, if somebody gets... And people crack me up, too, because they'll stay live. Well, like, they got, like, CPS at their door. And I'm like, listen, get off the live stream. Like, it will be there when CPS leaves. Like, get off the live. Like, why do you need to stay on live when Like, what? Like, okay, and then you wonder why they're there. All right, then. All right. I keep wondering. Okay, so yeah, they went through, I guess, a breakup, and then he's on a bender. I don't even know what he's been taking, but like he had this thing. He met up with another live streamer, and they stayed at a hotel, like all this stuff. I think it was just to make the wife mad. I don't know, whatever. But like, what really struck me is his lips were bright blue. Like, I don't like what makes lips blue. Like, I didn't even like he was like. So people are saying, oh, I don't think he. But then there's still people that defend it. Like they're like, oh no, his lips were blue because he probably just had like a Tootsie Pop or something. Like, so people will excuse bad behavior if somebody's popular enough. But besides that, no. So I said, I really do feel bad for Faith though. She's getting attention, but it's for all the wrong reasons. Like I don't want her type of clout for sure. Like I couldn't handle it. If it started getting like that negative for me on here, I would just be like, you know what I mean? Like, I've had a pretty positive experience with live streaming, but once again, I think you kind of are who you surround yourself with. You know what I'm saying? You're turning about, dude, his lips were like the same color as my hair, like, and he was still standing up talking, and he's like, they're only in here for me. They're only, like, just because somebody's a big live streamer and they're like popular on live, that does not mean that they are a good human. If anything, people like the car crash like aspect of it. So the more of a train wreck you are, the more they want to watch you. And that's like I said, that's just not my thing. So then another one that has been big is Josh Black, right? Like he's been in rehab. I said I actually feel bad for him because he's autistic and he's a blatant alcoholic and he's got like all these people around him that are just kind of instigating him. Like they're not like there's he needs like a handler to go out in public because like if somebody says put the fries in the bag, he'll lose his shit. Right? Like somebody, but then people know that that's like a trigger for you. So guess what they're going to do in public? They're going to say that all the time. And then people like, so he keeps getting arrested. He keeps getting in these issues. Half of it, you don't know if it's true, if maybe he's hanging out with other live streamers that you know don't give a fuck about him. And then I'm wondering, see, like, how much of this shit is scripted? When they do this stuff, when they meet, all these streamers meet up, they make up scenarios, they make up scripts. Well, here's what you're going to do, and here's what you're going to do, and then what you need to say is this, and then they'll do it. Like I said, if you see anybody that doesn't like the other person, and that are crying out, yeah, like so if you see somebody and they're in a battle, right, and they're, oh, I hate this person, yeah, I'm going to battle them, and we're going to show them up, y'all. Listen. There is no reason that somebody will sit for a half hour battling the same person if they really don't like them that much. What they're trying to do is get gifted from it, and that's gross. If you don't like the person, don't be around them. Like, that's gross. Like, I can see maybe one time, two times, ha ha ha, I'm going to show them. But, like, why are you sitting there battling? That means that they have scripted this out. They're trying to get your side to instigate gifting you, and they're trying to get their side to instigate to gift them. So what they're doing is they're living off of hate diamonds, and that's like, it's just so stupid. If you don't like somebody, don't like somebody. But why are you like sitting there? You'll battle them. Like, that's suspect. So I'm just saying, if you see somebody on live and they're battling, well, they're only there for the diamonds. That's a given. But like the scenarios that people are making up, it's not, live streaming is supposed to be authentic, like. But people have done that for years. People have always done this shit. And so, you know, it's hard to say, like, what's real and what isn't. It's very much like the new form of reality TV. So, but I can tell you this much. If I don't like somebody, the last thing you're going to see me doing is accepting a battle from them. Like, nope, I know what you're about. Maybe I'll accept it once and just kind of sit and hear them out. But then after that, I'm going to be like, all right, you have a good day. Like, people that really want to talk shit out don't do it to you, like, in the middle of a live stream. We have to address everything right now in this, because I decided we needed to talk about that right now. It's very, very toxic. It's very, very toxic. Like, different level of some shit. Like, seriously, like, to just sit and I said, you'll see it a lot. You'll see people doing it a lot, where they're like, come on, guys, now we're going to cook them. Now we're going to cook them. Like, that's your content. It's just sitting and talking shit. Like, we're gonna cook them. Come on, like getting and they call it like banter or battle banter, where it's like somebody like sits and they'll be like, your side broke. Your side's broke. Why is your side so broke? Like, yeah, they do that shit on purpose. Because they want the person to get gifted, so that way that person will keep battling them. Like, there's a whole strategy behind this shit. Like, there's a whole strategy behind it. Like, I would rather follow people that are real than people that are making up strategies too. And I said, you see it all the time. People, oh, your side's broke, your side's broke, your side's this, your side's that, and they do that to get the diamonds up, so that way the person will keep battling them. Like, that's it. There's like a whole thing behind it. They do it so that the people that are in their life feel obligated to gift. Like, there's a whole thing behind it. Right? I'd rather just stay with me. Just stay with me. It's safe here, guys. It's safe. This is a safe space. But, like, I don't know. I just, like, so I said it can be very hard to trust people online, too, because you never really know what their motives are. Thankfully, I'm not big enough on here, because, like, I had a lot of that with Mimi, where, like, people were mad at me. I didn't even know who they were. Like, I'm like, wait, what? Who said, wait, what? Who is that? What? What? I don't, and like my memory ain't that good. Did I say something to somebody in a random battle the one day? Maybe, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I had that dude, I don't know if you remember him, his name was Punisher Margarita. He literally, like, this dude hated me, and I had never even met him. Like, Mute came across him in a battle one day, and he saw the Misfit tag in his name, and like, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he was starting with like the wrong one, because I'm not about to be like that. But like, it was like, dude, every time I come across this, but he just seen the Misfit in his name, and like was like, Renee's a piece of shit. She's like da 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 da, all this stuff. I didn't even know who this human was. Did not even know who this human was. Like, straight up, did not know who this human was. So then people kept telling me, like, a lot of the people that had the tag in their name were coming to me like, yo, this dude's talking mad shit about you. And I'm like, okay, I mean, he's welcome to. But so I got curious, because I'm like, I don't even think he's ever been through my stream, like, da-da-da-da. And here, he, like, so I went to his live, and I got in his box, and I was like, do you got something to say? Like, what's happening right now? Like, why are you, like, I don't even know you, dude. Like, I don't know who you are. I have no opinions on you, because I don't think you've ever been by. He was just kind of like hearing stuff, and had like I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you do this and you do that. I was like, what are you talking about? Look at my score. Like, look at how many diamonds I made this week. If that was true, like, wouldn't, like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? Like, most of my gifters are women. What are you talking about? Like, it was just all sorts of off the wall shit that he had said. But I'm like, and here he'd been to my live, I guess, one time. It was like the year before, and he got kicked out because he was being rude. So then he proceeded to go and talk about me online for like a year. Like, it just people go like a little too hard. Like, I was like, dude, I don't even know you. Like, I'm not sticking around talking because I don't know you. I don't know you. That's the thing, is I don't know you. I can't judge you by your character. I don't know you. And then he apologized, and I said, when I was first doing TikTok, it was doing really good, and he came through, and he's like, oh, hey, we're buddies. And I'm like, dude, listen, just because we're cool does not mean that we're friends. It is, because, like, I said, I'm not used to people being mad at me in general. Like, normally I'm pretty easy to get along with, like, at least I think so. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really not one to fight with people. Like, I'll be the first one to say, like, yo, I'm sorry if I do something wrong. I apologize. It's not, it's not something I will try to be more mindful of it. But at the same time, I do think people can be sensitive sometimes, like, overly sensitive. But, like, it's weird. It's weird, Margarita. Like, it's definitely, like, a different way to live. Like, I don't know. And then I saw the top ad on the account made it like people thought I was like, I'm like, dude, it's literally a button on a website. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It's literally like, nobody knows what that is. Nobody knows who I am off here. Like, nobody knows. That's it. Like, nobody knows. But yeah, so I said it's weird to have people talk about you that you don't even know. And then I said, when I went to him, I was like, so you went through, I don't even know, honestly, I don't even know if it's true. He said that I came through his live stream once a year ago, and I hadn't said anything to him, but one of my bouncers kicked him out, meaning probably Teddy. And then he went on this big hate spree about how much he didn't like me. And I'm like, but I don't know you. We've had no interaction whatsoever. You're saying that you met me a year ago, but I don't know you. Like one interaction a year ago means that you sit on your live stream and talk shit on me for a year. Like, I don't know. People got issues, man. People got issues. Like, I'm like, I could see if I really did something to you. Yeah. I told you that one chick when I first started live streaming. You'll see some people, they get a new group of friends every, hi, four type, what's going on? But they'll get a new group of friends like every 3 months, right? Like, they'll get a new group of friends. They'll, and it's just the same shit. And it's like, but I had a chick that I was friends with for maybe like a week on Meet Me when I first started. You might remember this. And Shane, he still comes through here. He's still one of my friends. He had said something to her in my chat, and she like freaked out. Right? She freaked out for the next, and like she was mad because I didn't kick him out. I told him, I said, guys, I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know. I had only known her for like a week. And she sat on her live stream and talked about me for the next 2 months. I'm like, dude, you have talked about me longer than we even knew each other. And that was like right as I got the top badge. So then she was telling people that I thought I was a big deal because I got a top badge. And I'm like, what? Like, you don't even know me. What the fuck? Like, we knew each other for a week and you talked about me for 2 months. I never said a word about her on my stream. I was never like, oh, this person, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm not going to feed into that shit. People would come and ask me, like, so what happened between you two? And I'd be like, she's mad. Like, I'm not going to keep feeding it. 90% of the people, when they fight with other people, go in on a fake account and they'll just watch to see what you say about them. And it's like, it's just, if somebody wants to talk shit about me, go ahead and talk shit about me. Like I said, I got other shit to do. Like, I'm not worried. But it just amazes me that somebody can sit that you don't even know. You don't even know this person, and they have such a strong opinion about you, and you're like, so I said, I'm not saying celebrity, but like, I don't know how celebrities do it, because like, being a celebrity, you have to, I'm sure you have to walk around wondering constantly whether somebody's going to be mad enough at you to do something crazy. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'll have people mad at me. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's that? Huh? Like, if you're gonna feel that strongly about me, like, but I said that dude, he literally did talk about me for like a year. He literally talked about me for a year. And people, like, every time he would battle somebody, because I said Misfit was very big at one point in time. It was like a very big family on there. And, like, every time he would battle somebody, that's what he would do. And then what do? They come running back to me and tell me, I'm like, dude, I don't know who that is. Like, I straight up, he was just trying to start shit to get more people into his live. Like, that's all it was. Like, that's all it was. But I'm like, that's weird. All right, guys, I gotta get ready and go work. I said, I got 12 minutes. I'm gonna go get set up. There's my line on, get set up. And then I will be back on afterwards, y'all. So I love it when you guys stop by to see me. Make sure to put a follow on me if you haven't followed me yet. Margarita, if I don't see you again today, I hope you have a beautiful day, because you are a beautiful woman and you absolutely deserve it. I'm going to do my best to go and take over the world. Oh, I was going to say, hold on. Hold on. Let me do these last few, because I only have like 4 left on the page. So I was talking about Josh Block. He admits that he drinks at least 8 drinks every day. Every day. At least 8, which is definitely not good. The D-man who's in jail, right? He apologized officially to Cassie in person. Who is it? Oh, JoJo Siwa's been having a lot of issues, right? She got removed from a concert because her t-shirt was offensive. Oh, and then I was talking about Michelle LeMay the other day. She's like this big fashion designer, right? Like, she's been like a big part of like the fashion world. She started falling asleep during a fashion show during New York Fashion Week. So that's it. That's all I had left to say. All right, guys, I love your faces. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. You guys all deserve it. I'm gonna throw on some eyeliner and get my day going. So I will be back on later, y'all. I love you. I love you, Margarita.